I saw the board. We go to the rock. Nice, bro.
So, my name's Noah. My last name is Arnold. I teach full time. Do I look at you when I say this, or do I look at the camera?
I look at it both.
Okay. Should we start over?
I think I'm gonna leave this in here. It's kind of funny.
So again, my first name's Noah. My last name's Arnold. I teach full time in the public schools. I'm known as Mr. Arnold or Coach Arnold. Camp Arnold is the umbrella of all the things I have a heart for. It started in 2018 out in Manhattan Beach, California, and here we are in Frisco, Texas. It really is just all my passions under one roof, including the skate park. So we're here at the skate park here in Frisco. We have a skate church that meets every Wednesday at 6:45. There's the logo. If you see someone around skating that, or if you see me, come say hi. We'd love to have you join us. Again, we meet every week. And what we do is we sit down, we have a lesson, we walk through what God's trying to teach us that week, and then we might have guest speakers that come by and do testimonies, or really just try to share what's on their heart to kind of give us a perspective from where they're coming from. And we'd love to have you come out.
Yeah. Love you guys. That's perfect. Thank you. Pulling up to the skate park with a literal rat.
That's your pet?
It's my pet. Yeah.
You have a pet?
Oh, you didn't just find him in a pizza box?
No, this is not Master Splinter.
Dude did a roll on. Dude did a backside roll down the hook. Dude, I keep missing my back.
Little girl, I ain't got no bread for you. Little girl, I ain't got no bread for you. but I'll go. Yes, I'll go and kill the baker. Little girl, I ain't got no wine for you. Little girl, I ain't got no wine for you. But I'll go. Yes, I'll go and cut the vine for you. All you know is diabolical. Get thee behind me, baby. Down low, we got a remedy. Holy water with a whiskey chaser. All you know is diabolical. Get thee behind me, baby. Down low, we got a remedy. Holy water with a whiskey chaser.
Yo! Sorry, she's friendly, just loud. Sabu! Shh!
What's her name?
Sabu.
Like from VeggieTales?
Outside of the skateboarding stuff, what exactly is it that you do with your ministry?
So basically, I really got a lot of it from Noah. So I originally just went to his park, or actually it wasn't even planned out. So I went to Frisco Skate Park, and this guy was walking around, basically saying that he was having this thing called Skate Church. And I'm like, it's really interesting. This is when I'd been a believer for maybe a little bit, maybe like a year, and basically him walking around, and then I was like, wow, like yeah, for sure, like I'd be down. This is almost like a calling to something. And so going to that and hearing what he had to say about how he started and what he's trying to accomplish, it really inspired me, and it was this huge calling from the Lord to start something where I'm at, basically.
How do you, I don't gotta ask how you figure out what to eat. How do you figure out what you're gonna study?
So basically, we try to keep it as open as possible. We did Proverbs. We only went through about halfway through it, and a lot of it is really like Christ filtered, because it's prophecy. And Proverbs is several hundred years before Christ, but we kept mentioning, oh, this relates to Jesus because of this. Like this is Jesus, this is Jesus. And a lot of people were like, we don't know exactly who Jesus is, And I was like, we gotta go to John. We gotta go to John. And that was one time where me and my coworker, we knew, like, we had to start in John, because the people who were joining, that is the greatest story ever told. It's the most important part, because every single chapter of the Bible, every book of the Bible has a piece of what John talks about, and that's Jesus. So we ultimately decided, we went all the way through John, and this was just recently, right while we were doing the last chapter. We talked, because it was a good amount of people that they were like, what do y'all want to learn? Like, there's a lot in the Bible, and like, what questions do y'all have about having a relationship with Christ? And a lot of them said, like, what does it mean to have a relationship with Christ? And like, all right, so a good book for that is Romans. So we moved on to Romans, and we're in Romans right now, basically. So
Yeah, dude, that's organic.
yeah,
That makes me want to ask one last question, so I don't hold you up too much longer. How do you see skateboarding and having a relationship with Christ like intertwined? Because I know it's like a super unique thing.
It's a sport, but it's an action sport, so it's not really like you're in a team and you're with a group of people. And you can skate alone. Like, there's a lot of people who can skate alone. So that's how I did it, and I was really sort of like on my own most of my life, and I was sort of brought to Christ in that way as well. Like, it wasn't anyone who brought me to Christ, it was me who prayed. I didn't want to get saved by a person because I would always hear altar calls saying like, oh, like, do you want to get saved by Christ? And I didn't understand what it meant. Like, I saw people get baptized and get saved, and then it's like, what happens after? Like, what's next? And I never understood that up until, you know, just having those questions and finally realizing that I can't go through this life just on my own. Like, a life without prayer there's no direction, basically. So I made a prayer to the Lord. I said, Lord, I know that you're real because I've seen you work in people's lives, but I want to know what it means to have a relationship. I said that directly to him, and after that, sort of just like I kind of knew, you know. Like, eventually, I realized throughout like the next few days, I sort of realized that I had to surrender. It wasn't just, oh, Jesus, I accept you. No, it's a daily thing. You know, surrendering. It's something you have to wake up and say, Lord, I'm doing this again. You're the Lord of my life today. Tomorrow we're gonna try to do the same thing. And I know it's not gonna be perfect, but we're gonna try it. And that's really just skateboarding, just being, you know, just on my own. And then now I'm with Christ. And now I can do everything also like with Christ. Whatever I do, you know, whether it's building ramps or trying, you know, skateboard tricks, or working at a skate shop, just being an example of Christ any way I can.
Yeah, dude, I love that. So, if anybody wants to see what you got going on here, the place to come is Alliance and or Rhythm.
Yes, so this is all Action Park Grand Prairie. I guess this section is Alliance Skate Park. But yeah, Action Park Grand Prairie in Grand Prairie, Texas, Lone Star Park. Every Wednesday night at 6 p.m. We're up here. We're doing our Bible study, doing our thing, and it's gonna be like that for until the Lord lets me know what's next. So yeah, that's pretty much it.
Sick, man. Well, thanks for taking me in here and taking some time to like talk about all this.
Yeah,
I hope somebody sees it around the DFW area and pops out here. And even if they don't, it's a beautiful thing to know what you got going on, man.
For sure, man. I really hope so too. And the Lord has a plan for everyone, and I know like whatever happens, it's His plan. It all works out for the best.
Yes, sir. Alrighty, bro. That's exactly what we needed.